Hey man, you need to hear this. If you're looking for fast, cheap, and reliable MUT coins, I highly recommend to check out my sponsor, DMC, Discount MUT Coins, and use code 187 for 10% off at checkout.
Present the Titans in the round of 32. Coming upon December 17th through the 20th. Roads all leading to that big matchup. He's going to flip it back and no one's home. Can Dion gets on it? He will. And so some drama early. And he's going to have to start with the ball at the 8-yard line for Alex. Let's take a look at these playbooks real quick. Talking about the West Coast offense, going to have Jets on the defense for Chritobin.
Yeah, a West Coast offense, something I run. You know, it's a very balanced playbook. People that really don't understand that.
On the other side, Alex is going to start at the 8-yard line with that Raiders offense.
Yeah, Raiders offense, like I said, it's the best playbook in the game. So many different formations, so many versatile plays you could run out of that Raiders playbook.
Well, Chritobin has gone over 50 grand in earnings. He's going to be on the defensive side of the ball. I mentioned 28 and 12. And Alexander Williams now 4-1 in the MCS after getting some revenge, being able to get here. And of course, Chritobin beat Killer Cam to get to the final. Cam beat Alexander Williams 35-21. So there has been some common opponents between these two guys making their way to the final. Of course, Alex on Xbox One and Chritobin coming from PlayStation 4. I formation. Randall L will motion out 1st and 10. And off the Portis and Troy Polamalu right there on the stop.
Yeah, and I will say this, Chritobin doesn't want to be anywhere else besides right here. You know, he has his opponent pinned back. He's ready to make some defensive plays.
Rivers got caught up for a little bit. Hands it off to Portis. Got away from 1. And that'll be a gain of 5. Make it 3rd and 6. Here's a no huddle.
Yeah, Alexander Williams is no huddling like every play right now. He's, trying to catch Chritobin off guard and get those yards back.
Picked up the blitz. Stands and he throws, and all alone is Tyreek Hill, and he dropped it.
Yeah, that hurts a lot right there. Deion Sanders knocking the ball loose from Tyreek Hill. Maybe if he had possession caught that or, waited an extra second, that would have been completely wide open and been a catch for him. First down, moving the chains.
So that forces them punted away from his own end zone after the errant flick back on the kickoff that gave him poor field position to start it off, and he'll punt it away to the 39-yard line, and it's a 3-and-out for Chritobin, like he needed any help.
Yeah, now he got that 3-and-out. Look for him to establish this run game early and then, pass if he needs to.
So he'll set up his audibles, 1st and 10, 39-yard line for Chritobin. The man from Lakeland, Florida, who in last year's challenge really took the whole community by surprise. Now, talk about the experience. You're talking about, you're saying, well, Chritobin's come out of nowhere. He's played 40 MCS games.
Yeah, he's definitely picked it up. Last year was his breakout year. 40 MCS games, like you said. He competed in the Madden Challenge and the Madden Bowl. Ultimately, a great year last year for him, and he's looking to add on this year.
Well, if you're ready for some passing, here it comes. On the ladder, he threw it for 130 yards per game. Through the air, only running for less than 50 yards.
I think he's going to come out here with an I-form stretch just to test out Alexander's run defense. Not a bad idea at all. This is something I would do myself.
Alex has given up 110 yards through the air up to this point. On the defensive side of the ball, hands it off to Tyreek Hill, gets a block. Can't get away from Green, and they'll mark him down at the 44. Here's back-to-back no huddles, and we're going to have a timeout from Alex Williams.
If you're Alex Williams right there, he had Raven Green at 10 cap. Barely making that tackle on Tyreek Hill. That's something he's going to have to change later out throughout the game.
Can't take those timeouts with you, as cliche as it sounds. So 2 timeouts remaining. Now for Alex Williams. I mean, that's not his gamer tag, but he's going with his government name here in the final. Up the seam, and Tyreek this time can't hang on.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill has back-to-back drops right now. I'm sure later on throughout the game he's going to be hauling those in. That was a great play call right there. Cover 3 shell, just a streak, and Shaquem Griffin being the linebacker couldn't animate right there.
Dropped it once for Alex, and now once for Chritobin. Here's a 3rd and 5.
Watch this post right here. It might be a touchdown.
Luck to the outside, Ross. And this time, We will have a completion, our first completion of the game, and it's the speedster, John Ross.
Yeah, this West Coast offense has 3 to 4 to even 5 great plays. Deep corner is one of the best plays in this West Coast playbook.
John Ross, a California boy from Long Beach, California. And we're coming to you live here on a Thursday from San Francisco, the campus of EA right here in Redwood City. A lot of Madden coming your way. 1st and 10. Hands it off to Tyreek, and there's a big hit.
Yeah, I wonder who that was on the block shed, because he made a really great play and then just made that hit stick right there on Tyreek Hill, making him lose a little stamina. Marcel Darius right there. Haven't seen a lot of him this year.
I mean, Tyreek Hill played a little bit of running back at Coffee County High School in Georgia, but didn't get a lot of touches at West Alabama in the backfield. It's more of a jet sweep kind of guy. Luck will fire and throw, and there is John Ross. And here comes 3rd down at the 33.
Right now, Alex Williams is running this 1-4-6. I'm sure Chritobin has played this hundreds of times, so he knows the right play calling for, you know, this 1-4-6 formation.
One thing to watch out for here at the 33 is a sack would put you out of field goal range. Should be a 50-yarder from there.
Yeah, definitely. That's a great call.
Scoreless on a big 3rd down, needs 4. Really got to get to the 28. It's really like 4.5 yards.
He got clicked onto his DT. That's never a good thing in Madden.
He swings it out to John Ross. The 3rd makes a man miss. And he's inside the red zone at the 16-yard line.
That was a really safe play call right there. Mesh post, 2 drags. You know, very hard to make the wrong read on that play. And, you know, if worse comes to worse, he could have just taken off with his QB. This really sucks for Alex Williams. He got clicked on a Vita Vea, and, you know, he's never going to make a play in the pass game.
So it'll be 1st and 10 with 96 seconds to go in the 1st here in the Titans Club final.
See Dante Hall in the backfield right here. Watch us, expect a sweep call.
Shout out to all those watching in great state of Tennessee, especially in Nashville, where the Titans call home, and he gives it to Dante Hall, who was drafted as a running back, but he'll lose a yard there. Little known fact, Dante Hall came into the league ward number 20 before he ever switched to 82. That's because he was a running back till they found out he was a return god.
Yeah, definitely. That Dante Hall is very, very good.
All day for luck. Escape artists and playmakers amount to the 7-yard line. And that's going to be 3rd and inches.
Something I would have liked to see right there is a rack. You know, he could have got that 1st down. It's a safe call to possession, catch that, and just get your yardage, though. Not mad at it at all.
Little chant to go Titans go. Under 40 seconds to go here in the 1st. Needs an inch or 2.
So looks like he's going to audible to another far tight look. Tyreek Hill in the backfield.
Flip it one more time. And he will hand it to Tyreek, and he'll walk into the end zone untouched for our 1st score of the game, and it's Chritobin.
Yeah, I will say this. A lot of people playing this West Coast are going to expect the pass a lot. And from what I've seen, no one's really been able to completely shut down these far and near tight formations. So, you know, I would just keep spamming those if I were Chritobin.
Chritobin gets a 3 and out, and he puts a drive together. And he's up 7. As Alex going to get the ball for the 2nd time. Here it is again.
Yeah, right there, just Tyreek Hill running free. You know, if he was on the 1-yard line, that would have been a 99-yard touchdown with all those blocks he had gotten.
Little fist pump. And now Alex playing from behind. Jukebox time with Portis out to the 41. Going to be just shy of the 1st down.
Yeah, we finally see a positive gain from Clint Portis and Alex. You know, that's something you really need right here on being down 7.
So we start the 2nd quarter, 7-0. 5 minutes before the half, as Portis will easily pick up the 1st down. 4 carries for 16 yards for Clinton Portis.
Chritobin is playing some really good run defense right now.
1st and 10. Salary cap mode, $825 for the cap. And Rivers laying off to Portis and Clowney in the backfield.
Yeah, I've said this once, I'll say it again. Do not run the ball to Clowney's side. He will make a play in the run game.
There's Davion, the former Gamecock, comes in for a tackle for loss. It'll be 2nd and 12. Ball at the 41-yard line. Coming up on 4 minutes to go now in the half. Tyreek to the left. Randall L to the right. As Hill comes in motion. Man off to Portis. Portis gets a block. And then the big fella takes him down at the 45. Here comes a big 3rd and 8.
Yeah, and if I'm Alex Williams, I'm making sure my Clint Portis gets his stamina back. He's going to be a crucial part of this 3rd down. You know, he may even run the ball on this 3rd down.
Still has those 2 timeouts in his back pocket. 3:30 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Scott Chritobin along with you here on a Thursday. We'll be rocking some Madden all the way up to Thursday Night Football tonight, and X is wide open, and we're going to be tied here in the Titans Club Championship as Alex Williams gets on the board.
Yeah, that was an amazing play. Chritobin had sent all the dogs. Everyone got picked up in the little deep post. Tyreek Hill, no one is going to catch him. No one is going to guard him right there.
5 plays, 69 yards, and all of a sudden we got a ball game.
Alex Williams looks locked in right now.
And Dante take this out. Spin move at the 30-yard line. It's a great field position. Look at this again. He gets wide open, Pavin.
Yeah, right there. There's 2 people open, the tight end corner, and then he was patient enough in the pocket, let the deep bomb cross the field, and he just hit it at the perfect time.
So after a 3 and out on his 2nd drive, able to tie us up at 7 apiece. 3:12 to go. Chritobin with all 3 timeouts. Luck escapes out. He's buying time for Tyreek. And it's knocked away the last moment by Pat Tillman.
That Tillman right there made an absolutely great play in that zone coverage. Usually we're used to, Troy Apke being there, and maybe that's probably a touchdown. But Tillman just followed that play, that deep post, and, forced the breakup.
Chritobin 28 and 12. Going over $50,000 in career earnings with a win in the semis. It's kind of a hell game over Killer Cam.
Yeah, that was a great game. Unfortunately, I did not get to watch it, but I heard it turned out to be an amazing game.
So under 3 minutes to go now. That's going to be a 1st down right at midfield at the 50-yard line for Chritobin. Finished 17th at the Classic earlier this year in Arlington, Texas. And Tyreek stumbles for a moment, recovered for a second. And it's unbelievable the speed. That's a 7-yard gain.
Yeah, that Tyreek Hill at halfback is just a glitch, I would say. Alex Williams is going to have to show that he has some run defense for this, or it may be a very long game.
Seen people use Dante Hall there. Any guy that's got speed, it's almost a guaranteed 2 or 3 yards.
Yeah, when I had played my club series 2 weeks back, I had Dante Hall right there, just because the fact that Tyreek Hill hadn't been out at the time. But definitely Tyreek Hill is the best player at that spot.
This could be the last play before the 2-minute warning here in the first half at a 7-7 ball game. Tyreek again, this time he'll get around the edge. Can Tillman catch him? He has the angle, and he'll force him down at the 4-yard line. And we got a timeout coming in from Alex.
Yeah,
maybe a smart timeout, Pavin.
Yeah, not a bad timeout at all. He's ensured to get the ball back with this. He has 1 more timeout and a 2-minute warning. And, that play clock being at 40 seconds, why not waste that timeout right now?
So a huge gain. Sets up a 1st and goal from the 4. Flips the formation one more time. And he will give it to Tyreek again. And you can see just 2 yards before you get any sort of contact. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
If I'm Chritobin, I'm going to keep calling this run play until he shows he could stop it. And even if he does stop it once, I'm still going to keep running it.
Second and goal. And Tyreek can't get in. That might not be a bad thing, but here comes a third and goal. Another timeout. That's the final timeout for Alex. 0 timeouts remaining.
Yeah, and it looks like he's getting back in that far formation. Kind of a bad thing that Alex doesn't have any timeouts, but he stops them up.
And now for Chritobin, what do you do here?
I'm turning my ball carrier on aggressive and my blocking, maybe not blocking, but definitely the ball carrier on aggressive, and I'm going for this.
You can see him already making the move to aggressive, now back to balanced. And I think he's going to take his 3.
I'm not mad at this call at all. You know, he had one deep bomb as a touchdown, but, you know, on the 1 yard line with the run that's had success multiple times this game, I'm running the ball.
He might wind this all the way down. Interesting if he takes a timeout or takes the delay game and moves it back for a better angle, and he will take the delay. Of course, Alex doesn't have to accept it, but he will take the 5 yard penalty, push it back to the 6. It's going to be a 23-yard field goal.
With Chritobin saving that timeout, I'm thinking that he wants to get a stop right here, you know, save those 3 timeouts and try to score again.
So 10-7. A little goal line stand for A-Dub. I'm just trying to make some name for him.
Yeah.
Alexander Williams with the stop.
Oh, boy. Come on, Tyreek, make up for that.
We got to get more creative than that. Hill, a little stop and go. And they'll mark him down at the 17. So 1:05 to go, no timeouts.
And if you're Alex Williams right here, you cannot force anything. You know, I saw success on that one deep pass to Tyreek Hill. Don't try to force it in again if it's not there.
Rivers.
It may be there.
Deep again. Doesn't let it go. Still has time, and then coming all the way back is Smith. Clock will be on the move at the 34.
Yeah, that was some great pocket right there. But honestly, with Linval Joseph and Vita Vea lower cap versions, you're not going to really get any type of pass rush with them.
32 seconds to go now in the half. And he'll throw off his back foot. That'll stop the clock with 28 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah, right now Alex Williams has some dots, you know. He's just a matter of fact, if he could sit in that pocket and, you know, protect the quarterback right there, maybe he felt a little pressure and threw it off his back foot.
It's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 34, but it's all about those 28 seconds left in the half. Cannot stop the clock. High formation.
If you're Chritobin, just you're fine with anything inbounds, obviously.
Hanson off to Portis. Portis trying to get to the edge, and Humphrey keeps him in bounds at the 35. Really surprised Chritobin isn't using a timeout.
Yeah, I'm surprised as well, but still, in this game, you really don't want to give your opponent any chances to get 3 or let alone 7 points.
Final play of the half. Rivers looking for Alex Snow. And little Joseph will get to the quarterback, and that'll take us to halftime in a 10-7 ball game. And remember, Chritobin came out, forced the 3 and out, so he's going to get the ball to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I will say this, for Alex, you're not mad at all with this game. If I told him he would be going into half only down by 3, you know, when Chritobin had a chance to blow the game wide open, you could tell that Alex is very happy and, you know, he's locked in.
Chritobin getting hydrated. 10-7 ball game. So you got Drini getting ready to go. There's his brother. He's like, I can't even look at you after that performance in the Saints. Just for the first time, Viz getting out there. You see Nick Hacko took home that Saints Club championship, but Drini, he'll be out there next, trying to win the Jags Club championship. Taking on Jay. They're in the final. That'll be immediately after this one. And Dante with a big return. Second big return for Chritobin, all the way out at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, Chritobin has 2 great playmakers in the pass game, Dante Hall and Tyreek Hill. You know, it seems like both those players are making, you know, big plays for him right now.
So 10-7. Tobin looking for his 29th win in the MCS era. For last year's Madden 19 Challenge belt winner. He's going to start with great field position. Andrew Luck will dash outside. Escape artist on the throw, and there is Ross, and he's inbounds at the 34.
Alex has to come up with a defensive game plan right now. It looks like he's just shuffling through formations, trying to find what's going to work, and, you know, that obviously was not going to be the move on defense.
Are you a big receiver guy or a speed receiver guy?
I like both receivers. You know, I've used those Randy Moss, Julio Jones types, and I really like them a lot. But, you know, those small spin guys are something I also enjoy, you know, getting a rack and spinning out of there.
Tommy hands it to Tyreek. Not much there. 2nd and 10.
Go back to passing.
Tyreek, the 5'10 speedster from West Alabama. How he didn't get recruited to a Power 5 school, I'll never know. Ball at the 34 here on 2nd down for Chritobin. Dante in motion out of the bunch. Quick throw outside. This is Pruitt. Salary cap God gets to the 29.
Yeah, something I just noticed was Alex is blitzing one of his best players in Troy Polamalu, and, you know, he did not come in right there. So to me, that shows that there's a weakness somewhere else in the secondary, and it looks like he's at that free safety spot.
Alexander Williams from Norman, Oklahoma. Trying to get a defensive stop. He was able to hold the door last time we got down here. Luck has to get rid of it. And what a little swerve, but then he dropped it.
Yeah, that was a very risky play. He had the streak right there. Dion got burned, but by the time he had probably seen that, it was too late to throw it. And, you know, he kind of forced that in there. Dion made a really great play. John Ross is not going to hold on to that ball, especially with his lower cap version.
So the field goal is up, and it's right down Main Street. And back-to-back stops if you're Alex. Still a one-score game.
Yeah, and on that field goal, that kind of brought me back to that Madden challenge where he missed that field goal versus Drini. You guys probably remember Chritobin barely missed the field goal like that in the Madden Challenge championship game.
A&W here. Struggling in the special teams.
Why did I put him on my team?
That's what you want to hear in salary cap.
Yeah, definitely. I've seen people put the goons back there, and number 42 is just not getting the job done right there.
Rivers landed off to Portis. Portis trying to get to the second level, but Troy will hold on to him at the 33-yard line. That has been certainly a thread throughout this entire club as Portis versus Troy Polamalu.
Yeah, and this game has been like so close, even though it's felt like Chritobin's been dominating the game so far, that we don't even realize that he's pretty much one jukebox away from taking the lead in this game.
Hands it off to Portis. Portis will stretch it out to the outside, cuts it back. It's going to be close to the marker at the 37. And here comes a 3rd and 1.
Look for him to just run the ball again, keep those chains moving.
So we have 2:33 to go here in the 3rd. One of these guys is going to represent the Titans in the round of 32. High form. Needs one to continue the drive.
I don't like this too high safety look for Chritobin. If I'm him, I'm going in that one high safety look and sending everybody.
He's going to pass out of it.
Pat sail post and the drag. He had both of them wide open.
And Hill will pick up the 1st down out of the 44.
If I'm Chritobin, I'm getting a little concerned right here because, you know, every time he's passed, he's had time in the pocket and, you know, he's had people wide open. So he's going to have to make an adjustment to, you know, either send pressure or get some type of pass rush going.
Clint Portis, the run game, it just ain't there. 10 carries for 26 yards.
Shout out to you.
It's well below his career average.
Handle L.
Yeah, so Chritobin is completely bagging the run, but he just has to make a play in that passing game.
Alexander Williams averaged 115, he averaged 75 yards on the ground. He was more of a passer in the online portion of this tournament, but he's turned more balanced as he's reached the main stage.
Yeah, this I-form close is giving him great pass protection anytime he goes back and passes.
And Portis, maybe you could put a lot of the blame on his fullback. Not getting it done in special teams, not getting any blocks out on the edge. And a big third down, 3rd and 9, 50 seconds to go in the quarter.
Yeah, he's gonna have a crosser and a pat sail post once again.
And Randall L comes up with a big grab. In plus territory at the 35-yard line.
I'm telling you, he's gonna have to make a play. If it's either gonna be sending that extra person or converting one of his great run stuffers to the pass rush game, he's gonna have to make a play on defense to win this game.
It's the voice of Pavin, who won the whole thing last year. 100 grand trip to the Super Bowl. And it's 1st and 10 for Alex Williams. I just can't deal with the government names.
I feel you on that one.
Can you send an email over to Alex Williams, tell him the expense reports? I mean, you know what I'm saying? It breaks my Madden immersion. He went with the Gamertag Rip QBs. Turn his online run. He's like, I want people to know me. 2nd and 11. As we start the 4th quarter, 13-7.
Looks like he's cooking up a new route combo Chritobin hasn't seen. And
Rivers.
That one was completely back. He has A.
Go, man.
Couldn't get rid of it.
Yeah, right there we saw Chritobin's user guarding A for the longest time, and then for some reason he broke off of it. You know, if Alex was eyeing in on that tight end, he would have had him for, you know, a first down, maybe even a touchdown, because no one was over there.
3rd and 16. Jaguars coming up. Colts a little later on today. And Portis, nothing there. And you gotta, I don't know if you gotta go for it, but it's 4th and 17 from the 42.
Yeah, and Chritobin's run D has just been on point. This is probably the play he needs to make on defense to win this game. I don't think he can make this, so yeah, like you said, he's more than likely gonna have to go for this. Probably gonna be a pass play as well.
Tobin with the game face on. 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, he's always locked in.
And he's gonna punt this away. He had, you know, you just had that look where he went through the playbook, he goes, I got nothing.
Yeah, and usually I see that, you know, that's just a sign of being indecisive, and I just don't like that, you know. Being a Madden player, you gotta know what you're gonna do every play of the game.
Should stay in bounds with the errant kick. And it'll be fielded, and there's a hit at the 12, so he goes sort of a sky kick down there and pins him at the 12.
Yeah, and if you're Chritobin right there, you have to just be safe and just call for the fair catch. You never know. Strip fumble. We saw in that first play of the game where he had pitched it back, you know, and there's a fumble like that. So I would have just fair caught that and be safe with it.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to let it bounce. It could make the situation way worse. Hands it off. Dante Hall and Troy Polamalu comes flying through with a big hit.
Yeah, and I had questioned that a little bit earlier. Why is he blitzing every play? But right there, he just made a Troy Polamalu-like play. Something he's very known for, shooting that gap and just getting a tackle for loss.
2010 Defensive Player of the Year came up big. 2nd and 13.
Something I noticed is he moved him back to strong safety, so he has his goons back up top.
He's inside his own 10. Come up on 3 minutes to go in the ball game, and he got hit as he threw, and it's picked off by Humphrey.
Yeah, and like I just said, he moved Troy Polamalu back to that strong safety spot that covered the drag, leaving him only having to guard that post. The pressure finally came in after all these plays, and an error throw, and not a great read. Marlon Humphrey making a great play.
Now you're in the driver's seat. 3:06 to go. Got all your timeouts. Ball at the 35. Touchdown gives you the lead.
And this is going to be a dot. I'm calling this right now. This is going to be a dot, and he has a dot.
A is wide open. Smith to the outside. And he's down at the 17-yard line, and now you got to use the clock.
Something I will know is he did have that deep post on that play for a touchdown. Deion Sanders cannot match with that Tyreek Hill 96 speed. You know, he obviously made the wide open read, not mad at it at all. Now he gets to actually clock him out a little bit.
You could take this to the 2-minute warning after this play. And he'll hand it off to Portis. You can tell he's doing the math, snapping it at 2:39. And that will take us to the 2. 13-7, Chritobin with a 6-point lead. But A-Dubs, I don't know, I'm making up names for him still. It's in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Right there, I needed to see a jukebox. You know, that was Troy Apke, someone who doesn't have any abilities, and, you know, he's a low-cap player. I needed to see a jukebox at least be attempted right there.
You can watch this game among all of our contests out on our YouTube. Make sure you go out and hit that subscribe button. 2nd and 11. Rivers fires. Randall L. Hello. Big hit.
Yeah, I needed him to go to that 2-minute warning. You know, think of a play. Use all that time to think of a play instead of rushing. There was no need to use that, call a play before that 2-minute warning. There was no need.
Poor game management. Clock stop.
Watch for Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill's open in the back of the end zone. He threw a little
late. Troy Polamalu will pick it off. It's going to be a touchback. Chritobin will have it at the 20.
Wow, Troy Polamalu is a goon. He had him open. You know, he just threw it so late. I wouldn't say so late, just a tad bit late. He had him, though. It would have been a touchdown, and, you know, now he has to lock up.
He does still have all 3 of his timeouts. Second turnover to the ball game for Alexander Williams. And there's Tyreek Hill go ahead for 2.
Yeah, and I like this by Chritobin. The pass game wasn't really working as much. He threw a pick, go back to Tyreek Hill.
Of course, Jay himself and Trini getting ready to go in the Players Lounge at the Jaguars Club Championship coming around the corner.
That's going to be a great game. A lot of offense I expect in that game.
Trini's been really dominant. And 20. Someone's got to stop him. 2nd and 8. Luck all day.
Throw it away. Or make
and he made a man miss. It slides down. Chritobin gets sticky, and it's going to move the chains.
Yeah, I wanted him to throw it away just to be safe, but obviously he made the play. He swerved the spot with Andrew Luck, and, you know, that's pretty much going to ice the game. You know, a little risky, but you got to make risks to win these games.
Is that a lucky jacket he's got on? The old Madden 19? Back for the Madden Bowl, little major.
Yeah, I have that at
little
home.
Magic.
I love that jacket. I really love that jacket.
He got lucky there with Luck, I can tell you. You get hit there, you get sandwiched, anything could have happened. Ball could have came loose. But instead, it's a new set of downs. And this one might be over. High formation, Tyreek in the back. Hands it off to Hill. Hill trying to get to the edge on Troy, and Troy will bring him down to the 33.
Yeah, usually in these past couple tournaments, we've seen Tyreek Hill outrun that Troy Polamalu, but that Troy is just making all the plays this game.
I'm not sure. I don't let Tyreek get to the edge and maybe try to force him out of bounds.
Yeah, that is true, but you can't really mess around with Tyreek. Yeah. Next thing you know, he's out of there scoring a touchdown, or at least getting that first ice in the game.
2nd and 9, hands it off to Tyreek. Tillman, bring him down at the 36, clock ticking away. It's going to bring up a 3rd down, 6 to go from the 36.
Yeah, and that's where something like, if Tyreek Hill could get jukebox, that's where something like jukebox on Tyreek Hill would just be overpowered right there.
I would quit. I would never return. And a lot of people would be happy about that. 3rd and 6 to go. A bunch of people just wrote into EA, can we get jukebox? Tyreek.
No jukebox on Tyreek. No.
Coming up on a minute to go. You can't run this thing all the way out, but a 1st down would do it. 1st down would end the ball game. And there's a timeout from Chritobin. So 51 seconds to go. You need the 1st down. Got to get to the 42.
look for him to toss this back and try to waste 11 seconds. It might be a little difficult, but he could definitely do it. And if obviously those 11 seconds go out, the game is going to be over.
And he's just going to waste time.
Go down.
I don't know if this is the move or not.
Oh, you idiot.
So close to a safety, but it's going to be a face mask that they threw at the goal line. And so that makes it 1st and 10 at the 15.
Yeah, that was such a questionable call for Chritobin. You know, that could have gone completely south.
Could have been a safety with 40-something seconds to go.
Yeah, you know, safety wouldn't have been as bad. He still would have been up 4, but still like a fumble or something. You know, he was going to get the ball back either way.
Now he's going to bend the knee, and that'll be the final play. Very dangerous there for Chritobin, but only right in a tournament once won by Spot Me Please for the Titans that a guy that throws the football would end up representing the Titans. It's some serious last year who made a move, but Chritobin, the man that won back in Madden 19, who's making more moves here in Madden 20, win 28 of his career, and he's won nearly 55,000 as we take a look at the highlights and how it was done by Chritobin. And a nothing ball game, Chritobin would finally get in on a long drive.
Yeah, after that Tyreek Hill touchdown, I thought the game was over. But speaking of Tyreek Hill, we got a deep bomb right here. You know, that was an amazing play that he pulled out of his back pocket. Chritobin definitely didn't expect that play coming.
And a 13-7, Luck would get hit as he threw for Chritobin. And you thought Alexander Williams might have an opportunity to get this done, but a late throw, and there's Troy Polamalu.
Yeah, that play was a great play. You know, wide side corner route. Polamalu was nowhere near that, but he had just thrown it late and, you know, pretty much iced the game right there.
You can see how he got here. Beat Cam and then takes down Alexander Williams. So Chritobin had to come through the loser's bracket, but ends up with a 6-point win here in the final, and he's standing by with Evan.
Thanks so much, Scott. We got Chritobin over here, and congratulations. We should talk about that last play, though. What was going in your head? Was that planned?
Yes, well, not to get that far close to the end zone, but what I was doing was I noticed there was 11 extra seconds on the clock that I wasn't going to be able to take off, so I did a toss backwards, and I ended up near the end zone and almost got safetied. I was on conservative, so I wasn't expecting to break the tackle. So if he wasn't on aggressive tackling, he wouldn't have got the flag, and I would have gotten safetied, and I would have had to punt it to him and play more defense. But yeah, I was just trying to clock out the game at that point.
It was an interesting strategy, but I think it worked out for you. You are the winner of the Tennessee Titans, and obviously congratulations to you for that. You're going to the 32. But are you a Titans fan in general?
Yeah.
Big Titans fan.
Big Titans fan.
All right, well, this is a good. How much does this mean to represent them in something like this?
Well, it means a lot to me because I was here last year at the Titans Final Four, and I tried to represent, and I ended up losing to a great player in some series, so I was looking for revenge this year. Came back, and I got the win for this Club Series, so I'm super excited to represent the Titans in the Final 32 of the Club Series Championship.
You definitely played really well, and let's talk about the big moments. That last play, but also the play before that. You threw a pick, we look at the wall, and you were also able to get that pick interception at the end of it and then really seal the deal for your team. Take us through it.
Yeah, so, I mean, if he threw this earlier, he probably was wide open as a touchdown. But then he threw at my 90 zone Troy Polamalu, so as soon as you throw the ball, he's going to react. And he picked it off, made a play in the end zone. Huge interception to seal the game, pretty much.
So obviously you were a 19 challenge winner. I don't know if you feel like you personally have anything to prove after that, or if you feel like you need to do more in the community. But the clubs, you have a great chance now. But you're going to have to go up against Drini probably in the next round of this tournament. How do you feel about potentially kind of facing off against him and going through him on your way to victory?
Drini's somebody you never want to play in the tournament because he's a top 2 player in the world right now. So hats off to Drini. He's a great player, but I love playing him because he thinks really hard and he's really smart at the game. So it'll be a high-level chess match, and those are the games I really look forward to.
Yeah, we all are going to look forward to that one. Congratulations, Chritobin. Good luck, man, and congratulations for advancing to represent the Tennessee Titans. They have now crowned their champion, but we have much more business to do.